Sir, look here.
Raju Garu. Very young and dynamic chartered accountants. If you are in government department, Acha, I know all of you are like 50% ready to sleep.
Please clap, everyone.
Okay, it's so.
Please accept the plant as a token.
Yeah. Sir, look here.
Acha, now.
So, we have a small token of appreciation of how you are contributing to the society with your learnings of yoga. So, I would like to call Kriti from Amritsar. Please come. Huge round of applause, guys. Congratulations. Thanks for coming, being a part of this. Next, I would like to call Mr. Dheeraj.
Sir, ready. Sir, once look here.
Huge round of applause, guys. Why is the class gone down? After food effect, motichur laddu effect. I'm observing all those people who had motichur laddu. They are just sitting and smiling. No claps. No energy.
If there is a girl, her name is Monica from Australia, she is not clapping.
Okay, next I would like to call Poonam. Can you please come on stage? Poonam, are you taking selfies?
Yeah, she's outside.
Okay. Then Pranita. Pranita, can you please come up on stage? Swapna Parisha.
Camera. Yes, you are ready?
Swapna Parisha, can you please come up on stage?
Anita, take your copy. Don't miss this.
Yes, sir. Madam, yes. Look here, ma'am. It's ready. So look here, madam, look here.
So listen, after taking the award trophy, you have to go out.
Yes.
There is a special video for you outside. If you are not going, you are missing
Ready,
something.
look here.
Am I there, everybody? Abhilasha, you took it, right? Yeah. Somebody from Bodhi, can you help me take the stool? Can somebody help me from Bodhi? Sujay, come now. Take everybody outside now. Look at our other student, a businessman, a real estate person from Chandanagar. Student became
Yes.
teacher.
Look here.
He's the main deal.
Sir, wait, sir. Yes, ready, madam. One more, ready.
Very old student from Hyderabad, 2018, January.
Sir, ready, sir. Sir, ready, look here. One more.
प्रेमलता शर्मा.
सर मैंने बुलाया सर.
प्रेमलता शर्मा. Come. Congratulations.
Yes. So ready? Let's one more. Wait.
Neetu Arora. Neetu Arora, can you please have you on stage?
आएगा नीतू जी, अरे नीतू जी, I see 1,000 times on the screen, maybe 2,000 times.
Rekuka Rao.
Madam, middle వచ్చారా? Yeah, okay. Yes.
रेणुका जी, माता जी, वेरी सी.
Yes, ready? Look here, ma'am.
रेणु राव.
Lalita Yoganathan.
Yeah, okay. Madam, అంతే కాదు. మిడిల్ ఉండండి. Yes. Okay. చూసావా? రికార్డింగ్.
नीतू जी, मुंबई कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं? पुणे. पुणे से बहुत लोग हैं ना, नाच रहे सब लोग मिलके.
ఎందుకు ఈ లోపల ఏం కలిపేస్తాను?
Lalita.
Yes. Okay, madam. Ready to go? Just one more. Wait.
You know, I have some 20
Madam, look here.
students is one among them, Lalita.
Renuka
Rao.
Rao.
From Bengaluru.
Madam, is ready? Wait, ma'am. Yes, one more. Ready? Smile.
Sonali Chamoshkar.
Okay.
There is Sonali.
Last, and then we have Bodhi session.
Yes.
Lovely Khanna.
Madam, ready? Look here, smile.
Please,
Wait.
come.
Lovely Khanna, quickly come on stage. Where are you, Lovely? Where is Lovely? Come quickly on stage. Congratulations.
కార్డు వల్ల
Congratulations.
one step. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Ready. Just one more, ma'am. Look here, smile.
And so we have now Gauri ji is going to talk about some Gauri ji next minute. They are sleeping. I want to do their sleep. Yeah. So some of them are like yawning, etc. So that's a game, huh?
There is one game to wake you all up after your nice lunch. That you are attentive enough for a beautiful session and a very informative session of what you just had.
We have the unsung hero Aruna coming to all of you. This is a game for your memory check. Have a very, very good look at what she has to show. Aruna, very quickly you have to go. All of you, please look at what Aruna has to show. Take a good look. There are many prizes to give away, so have a good look.
200 బాగా కార్డు
All of you, Aruna, you're going to learn what it is.
అన్న ఒకసారి చూపించు
So, Aruna, We have really smart ones here for taking pictures also. Please have a good look at what Aruna has to show. Now your observation skills will be put to test. So please have a good look. Those who did, you have another chance. She's coming back. Your observation skills are going to be put to test. Please don't miss this opportunity to win a prize. Have a good look at what she has to show.
హలో అన్నా ఇక్కడ Something there in the bowl. Nobody took photographs.
You all have a good look? Yes? Nandi had a good look.
Okay, 50% they have said.
Alright. So all those who have very clearly observed, my first question is to you. Aruna is very grateful to all of you for your participation. And first question to you, if you all look clearly, we were asking you to look at what she had to show. None of you would have looked, or some of you would have looked. We're going to test that, okay? Ready? What color blouse was Aruna wearing?
Yes, smart enough. We know that.
Okay, was she wearing anklets? Yes or no? Was she wearing anklets? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Why you say yes?
Yes, 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 yes.
You are not good yoga students. Okay, which color bangles was she wearing?
Golden pink, golden pink, both colors. Both colors.
Aruna, you are the hero of the day. Last question.
Last one.
What kind of earrings was she wearing?
Okay, all of you have done a great job. For this game, we decided not to give any gift.
And sir is now convinced that none of you are sleeping. One round of applause for Aruna.
Hey, how many of you behave like children when you are teaching yoga? Are you start like this? Okay, let us start the session. Let us start the opening prayer. Om Sahana Vatu. How many of you behave like children? Let me see. Hare Rama. Where is Janardhan? Can somebody catch Janardhan and bring him here? Praveen, catch Jana and bring him here. Who has Asha come here? Come here. I want 5 volunteers. Police, ex-police. One more volunteer. Come. One more volunteer. Come here. Go here. One more volunteer. Come. 5 more volunteers. Come on, everybody stand up. Let us do the dance. That's it. You have to make them do that.
क्या वाला
Come on, everyone, let's dance!
Move now, move your body. Move your body. Look at everybody. Turn around. Line of poses. Line of poses. Ashutosh. Some of you are not moving. Some bodies are not at all moving. Come on, everybody. So, अभी साथ मत Okay, go. So you people राज आ गया. Okay, listen. Everybody settle down. So I request Gauri ji to come and talk on some special subject. And come on. Actually, listen everybody. All yoga teachers. Listen, she is a yoga teacher, nutritionist, naturopathy. She has in and out of naturopathy. Please keep in touch with her. Attend her workshop. In the afternoon, one girl came. Her name Gauri. Her fan came today. She says, I am following what Gauri has written in the book. I am very healthy person. There is power. Gauri, right her name? Yeah. So, listen. How many of you are good teachers? Raise your hand. How many of you want to become great teachers? So you have to have enthusiasm to know about food. And she is a master. And doctor, he is the
A
holder.
huge round of applause. Welcome on stage. A very good afternoon. My respectful pranams to Ashok ji and each one of you who have joined us to this meaningful event. I think it is truly inspiring to see Ashok ji's vision, efforts, dedication in nurturing thousands of teachers like you people. I can't believe, looks like one single family enjoying together and getting tens of thousands of people practice yoga every single day. It's not a simple achievement, and I really appreciate that. And I congratulate all the awardees. You really deserve for the work, noble work you're doing, and best wishes to all of you. And as Ashok ji rightly said, you're already doing great work in imparting health to the individuals and the society as a whole. Now, if you can understand food deeper and bring that aspect
into your clients, I think it will transform the society. So let me today talk about just what is food. I know we have been here through the day, so I'll be as brief as possible and I'll just deal with what is food from different perspectives. Well, I call myself a holistic nutritionist because I blend the major philosophies of food from East and West. I combine the basic principles of nature cure, yoga philosophy with the fundamentals of modern medical nutrition, and I feel it becomes more complete, more meaningful. I've been in this space for the last 30 years, and when I combine all these three philosophies, something magical happens and people start reversing their diseases and disorders, and I'm here to speak about that. So today let's see what these three major philosophies, nutrition science, nature cure, and yoga philosophy, define food as. Let's start with nutrition science. Can you just go back one? Yeah, one. No. Yeah, one more. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So what does nutrition science say about food? It says anything which is edible, but it should nourish us, give us energy, and sustain life. That is what is called food. Very simple. 3 words. It should nourish us. It should give us energy for what? Physical activity, mental activity, and the activities happening inside the body, and sustain life. And it goes ahead to say what is not food. What is not food? It gives energy. It is edible but does not nourish us. That is not food, and that's called junk. So going back to the definition of food, 2 words, nourish and energy. What is nourish? That food which has all the nutrients required by the body is called food, right? So let's go to the next slide. What are the nutrients required by the body? I think high school biology. Anybody remembers? What are the nutrients? Carbohydrates, protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, right? Don't worry. Water. Yes. Anything else? Done. They're not nutrients. They come along with the nutrients. They are not separately nutrients. Right? So what did we say? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water. There is no 8th requirement for the body. Everything comes under these 7 nutrients. Right? So now, sir, don't go back. Just go back. Give me only the plate, sir. Yeah. Now, how do I get all these nutrients onto my plate is the biggest question, and I have made it so simple, and I'll tell you how to do that. Every time, remember that. You pick up a plate to eat. Imagine a plus sign on the plate. The plus sign divides the plate into 4 parts. The first part, something from the grain should come. What are the grains? Grains, grains. Wheat, rice, wheat, ragi, jowar, bajra, all of that. Their products, that is their flours, their wheaten rices, and their rava, all of those can go into the first part. I don't care what you do, but something, use your recipe, use your patterns, but make something from grain or grain products, and that should go into the first part. Clear? Yes. Second part, something from dals or grams. Remember, or is the key here. Dals or grams. Give me some example for dals. That is gram. Dal. What are grams? Okay. This or that. Something should come to the second part of your plate. Third part, vegetables and green leafy vegetables, and is important here. Cooked. Fourth part, vegetables and green leafy vegetables, raw. Now let me translate this into food, the dishes. First part, when I say grains, it could be rice, it could be roti, it could be parathas, it could be dosa, idli, whatever. In Karnataka we do ragi balls. So anything you want to make. First part. And the second part, your dal or your sambar or rasam or sprouts or payasam, make what you want. Third part, I think we call it palya, you call it sabzi. I don't know what you call in Telugu. What do you call in Telugu? Kura. Okay. And the fourth part is the salad. Does this plate give all the nutrients required by the body? First, so just one click. Yeah. Where do I get carbohydrates from this plate? Grains. Does that mean grains do not give all the other nutrients? Yeah. That is the most important thing we should remember. Any plant product from the plants, from the nature, it doesn't give something exclusively, something isolated. Every time any product you take from the plant, it will have everything else also. Let's say rice. Rice has carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and some amount of moisture, isn't it? Yes. But it has majorly carbohydrates, and that's why we always talk about grains have carbohydrates. Yeah? Right, next sir, proteins. Where do I get proteins from this place? Second part, right? Next. Where do I get fats from this plate? Nuts. Okay, where else? I'm sure you have used more than required oil and that will give me the fats, right? Next. Vitamins and minerals. Where do I get it? 3 and 4, right? Next. Water, per se water, and also the water innately present in all the food. Next, fiber. 3 and 4, right? So, do you all agree with me that this plate gives me all the nutrients required by the body? Yes. Now, can you promise yourself that every time you pick up a plate to eat or pick up a plate to serve somebody, you'll have all the 4 parts? Yes. This will give you all the nutrients required by the body. But now, this is, for the want of time, I'm going to stop here. There's so much more there we can add to make it more fiber rich and more nutrient rich. But maybe we'll take another opportunity to do that. But right now, what is the key here from this slide is colors and variety. What is there in beetroot is not there in potato. What is there in potato is not there in lady's finger. Yeah? So, every day, change your green leafy vegetables, change your vegetables, change your fruits, change your dals, change your grams, change your grains. That is how you are going to get an array of nutrients which are required in the body. This is as simple as nutrition science can get. Right? Now, let's move on to nature cure. Nature cure says, if your food gives you nutrition, if it nourishes you, it's not enough. It should heal you. The first point, sir. So, the foods we consume should have the quality of healing. Otherwise, nature cure says it's not the right quality of food. Next. So now, what are the foods which are healing? All the fresh produce. Which are those fresh produce? Fruits, vegetables, and green leafy vegetables. Why are they healing? Because they're packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytochemicals. So they become the raw material for all the repair and healing which is necessary inside the body on a daily basis. If we can give that to the body, it will always be in that healing state. Next point. Now, how much of fresh produce? Nature Cure says, start with where you are. There are people who come to me and when I ask them, do you eat vegetables? Yes, I eat vegetables. And I look at their plate, one potato, one piece of potato, one piece of lady's finger. This is what they think they're eating. And do you eat fruits? Yes, I eat. And when I dig into it, I know they eat one fruit in a week or sometimes even more. So that's the way people are eating and that's why we are getting sick as a society. It's very, very important to increase the fresh produce. To what extent? Nature Cure says if you want to be healthy, lean and fit, your fresh produce should go to the extent of 70%. But don't jump into it tomorrow morning. Wherever you are, start there. Go on increasing a bit by bit, work on it every single day and increase it to the 70% in the whole day. And even in that 70%, slowly you should be looking at increasing raw to a larger extent in that 70%. And that is when it becomes very, very healing. Next. Now, how does nature cure define what is not food? It says, if there is something which you can't eat on its own, then it's not food. For example, we all know how turmeric properties scientifically are so wonderful, how curing they are, how medicinal they are. But Nature Cure says, can you put turmeric on your plate and eat? No, then it's not food. What does that mean? It's all saying is, if you can increase your fresh produce to the 70% and a higher quantity of raw, you will not need any kind of superfood, special foods, specific foods. None of it is necessary, and body can make everything from everything else. It has that intelligence, it has the capability of converting things when you are in this kind of raw means. That is what it means. Next sentence, yeah. Then, how does it define junk? It says everything which is refined, everything which is processed, everything which is factory made is all very destructive. Nature Cure classifies food into three. First one is healing foods, second one is nourishing foods, which we saw in nutrition science, and the third one is destructive foods. They are the ones which are junk. And next slide. Next slide. Oh no, one slide before. I think you missed one. No? Yeah? Okay, next slide. Okay. So, when you move on to Nature Cure plate, just look what's happening. It's the same, but this line in the middle, which was in the middle, is moving. The more and more you can move to that end, you'll get more and more of these. It's the same plate, but you're getting more of fresh produce. Sorry, sir. Next. Yeah. Nature Cure talks about food is not what is on the plate. It is also what body is made up of. Our bodies are made up of 5 natural elements called the Panchabhutas. And for this system to be working well and in health, we need all the 5 elements. How much time do I have, Ashok sir? Yeah, let me touch, one second. Let me just touch upon all these elements for very briefly because they're very huge and diverse. I can speak on each of those elements for hours, but I'm just going to take one important point in all of this. All the time we spoke about till now is what came from the Mother Earth. We'll move on to water. Nature Cure has a lot of water therapies, very simple water therapies, right from wet packs and immersions which help healing. And also when it comes to water, this is not a hose pipe sitting inside. I have a lot of clients who come and tell me, I drink 5 liters of water, 6 liters of water, and when I ask them why, they have no answer. It is not you eat anything you want and drink a lot of water and it gets flushed off, will never happen. There are millions of little cells called nephrons in the kidney. Every drop of water we drink has to go through this filtration unit, and if you drink excess amount of water, it's a toll on the kidneys on a long run. It can damage the delicate inner lining of the kidney cells and cause kidney disease. So it's very important to drink the right amount of water. Who's going to decide the right amount of water? Absolutely. There should be a nutritionist sitting somewhere dictating you how much of water you should drink. It depends on how you live your life. The seasons, the climate, the dryness of the food you eat, your moods, your physical activity, all of it. So nobody outside should dictate how much of food we eat, nor how much of water we drink. Listen to your body. Thirst is the most beautiful signal, but we are so busy today that we don't have time to listen to our bodies at all. Pause, take some time, listen to your body and drink when there is thirst. Having said that, let me also add that thirst is the last symptom coming out of the body before dehydration. So it's very, very important to stop all the important work you're doing when you get thirsty and get some fluids. Any healthy fluid is perfectly fine, not just water. Moving on, the fire. Let me take sunlight as a representative of the fire element. Sunlight is the primary source of energy for all life on earth. There can't be life without sunlight. So exposing ourselves bare skin to the sunlight every single day is very important. Catch hold of anybody on the street and get them tested. They will test low on vitamin D. Why? We live in AC homes, travel in AC cars, get into AC offices. How the hell will I get my vitamin D? Sunlight onto the skin, where there is a layer of cholesterol below the skin, is what is going to do vitamin D. Without the cholesterol under the skin, if you're on cholesterol lowering drugs, you can't make vitamin D, right? So vitamin D is very, very important in many metabolic activities of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Anyway, I'll not get into it. But it is necessary for respiratory health, digestive health, mental health, immunity, and the better blood flow and lymphatic flow inside the system. You can go on and on. So much of benefits from sunlight. Expose yourself with as minimum clothing as possible to the sunlight every single day. Going on wind, I'm just going to take an aspect of it called prana, and I don't think I need to explain about it to this audience. Otherwise, I go on with that only for 1 hour. You all know how to balance this pranic system inside the body. Simple pranayama, as simple as alternate nostril breathing, will keep this system, pranic system in balance. But as you all have been repeating, it's not I do it whenever I want, whenever I have time. It has to be practiced every single day to get that benefit of keeping the pranic system in balance and going. And finally, it's the space. For me, when it comes to space, it is about how to create space in the stomach. Yes, it is that dreaded word of how do you create space in the stomach? Yes.
Fasting.
That's why I said dreaded word to this generation is fasting. What happens in fasting? Let me just tell you in just a couple of seconds. Minutes. 2016, Dr. Osumi, a cell biologist from Japan, was awarded a Nobel Prize for deciphering the mechanism behind fasting. He said during fasting, repair happens. To what extent? To the extent of the damage that the DNA level can get corrected during fasting. Did we get to know it 2016? No. Thousands of years our people have been fasting, and it is just that last 2 generations we have forgotten about all these traditional values of what was being done by our parents, grandparents, our gurus, right? We consider ourselves very logical, and unless somebody tells us in a scientific manner what happens, we are not going to listen. And now we have enough evidence to show that how cleansing, detoxification and repair can happen on fasting. So what is fasting? Being on water, not eating 1 dozen bananas or 1 kg of upma or whatever. So 1 liter of milk, no. Fasting is being on water. Practice fasting, go slow. And finally, let's come to yoga philosophy. And I don't think, again, this is the audience which need this, but yoga philosophy classifies food into 3. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, depending on what impact it has on mind. Why yoga philosophy talks about mind? Because our ancestors knew that minding this mind is so very important, because this mind is the culprit of everything. I eat wrong, I live wrong, I think wrong, I create stresses, everything is happening in the mind. So mind health was so important, and they gave such a huge importance to mind. So picking up 1 shloka from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, shloka 8, what does it define sattvic food as? It says rasya. The food you eat should be full of juice. What is that? Water content of the food. Which food? Can you? I don't like getting into specifics at all. You should always generalize things. Yes, green leafy vegetables, then fruits, then vegetables, right? These are the 3 which is called fresh produce, which are full of juice. Then snigdha, natural fats. What are the foods which have natural fats? We are talking about plant products. Mind you. Yes. Nuts, seeds, coconut, cobra, mustard, hill, right? Olives in certain areas of the earth. Then avocados today, which is in season. All of these are rich in fats, natural fats, and they come with many more concoction of nutrients along with fats, right? So use one of them in every recipe you make